Hello, it's Marina here, and today I'm going to review some Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab perfumes. I was talking about them in my last video, and I had ordered them, I think, already. And so they came in the mail not too long ago, but I did already start using them, and I've kind of formed my opinions on them. And spoiler, I like them all, but some I like better than others, of course. So I ordered 8, and then they gave me 2 free samples, which was super nice. And I only got little imps, so just the small ones. It was my first time trying, so I figured I'd try little samples. So the first one I'm going to review is snake oil. And the reason I got this was because it's kind of their signature scent. It's what they're most known for. And yeah, I'm gonna smell it really quickly. And um so when I first got this one, it kind of it was very strong, and it was it was very different than anything I'd ever smelled, and it took me a little while to get used to. And at first it wasn't like my favorite, and as time passed, I'm so obsessed with it now. I know sometimes like it works with different chemistries, but I guess it just works hopefully with my chemistry. But it kind of it's very spicy, and when I first got it, it smelled almost medicinal to me, which was interesting. Um but oh my gosh, it's like spicy, mysterious. I know there's like some vanilla in it, but it's definitely not as strong. But if you like spicy, I wouldn't say it necessarily smells like incense, but if you like incensey scents, I think you'd like snake oil. It's just something that allegedly changes with time, which I've definitely seen. So another one I got was Seraphim, and I'm gonna put the scent notes in the description because I don't have them in front of me, unfortunately. But Seraphim, I guess, is based on one of the biblically accurate angels, and like the ones like the typical description of an angel you'd think is like just like a person with wings, but like biblically accurate angels like you like have like many eyes and like feathers, and it's almost like frightening. But let me smell it really quickly. This one, well, just not even just this one, but all the perfumes smell very different on. And there's actually one that I didn't like as much in the bottle, but then I tried it on and I was obsessed. This is not one of them. I like it both in the bottle and on the skin. And it very much reminds me of this perfume. Let me grab it in my perfume counter. Anais from France. Um, it's kind of like an earthy, fairy-like scent. This one is. It's definitely much stronger. This one, Anais, is much stronger than Seraphim, um, in my opinion. But they're both kind of earthy, floral scents, I think. Um, Anais has more earthiness and perhaps like muskiness to it, perhaps. Um, but it definitely smells like floral, like Anais, but kind of it does smell church-like. It smells like something like a church might smell like. Not that I really go to church, but I've been in churches. Speaking of which, this one's Cathedral, and I love it. This is one I want a full bottle of. Snake oil, this, and there's another I want a full bottle of, which I'll talk about soon. Cathedral. Let me smell. Oh my gosh. It's crazy to me. It smells just like a church. Like like it smells like the incense and the resins and like the old wood, especially like in a very old church, like maybe one you'd see in Europe, but you see them in the United States too. It's incredible, and it smells even more like a church on your skin. I love this. This is what I want a full bottle of. It's very gothic to me because, it just is. It accomplished exactly that. Like, they did something there. Like, it smells exactly like a church. Okay, now we're to the other one I want a bottle of. Dorian. I love it. I'm gonna smell it. It's just so nice. It's so nice. This is like one that I kind of was like, oh my god, this is my favorite when I first was deciding. I can't decide. For me, it's between Dorian, Cathedral, and snake oil, but it's still difficult to decide because I like them all. But my top three are those that I just mentioned. So Dorian in the bottle smells kind of like lemon, perhaps a lemon poppy seed muffin. But when you put it on, it transforms. It kind of, the vibes of it's based on like Dorian Gray, the novel, but the vibes of it are very Victorian. You kind of smell the tea and the vanilla and the cream, but like it's still hard to pinpoint. Like it all just meshes together so perfectly that it doesn't. You don't imagine just one thing. Oh my gosh, it just layers on my skin so well. It smells much better on the skin. It smells good in the bottle, but oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. All the other ones I could somewhat describe, but Dorian is just one that you just have to smell. It just it just smells amazing. Um, the next one, the Fleurs du Mal, the Fleurs du Mal, um, evil flowers, based on a poetry book from France. Um, yeah, I'm gonna smell this one. I love it. This one's very simple. It's just a simple, straightforward floral. There's a lot of rose in it for sure. It's a good springtime scent, but I do like this. It's definitely one of the more subtle ones, which, I get in different perfume moods. Sometimes I'm in the mood for something subtle, sometimes in the mood for something like spicy or incensey. So, and sometimes it depends on the outfit I'm wearing. But this one's wonderful. And I'm curious as to what it smells like on, um because I kind of forgot. Yeah, the floral notes are brought out even more, and it's almost kind of green, like green and floral, even if that's not the intention, but there's a lot of rose in it, which I personally like rose as a scent, but I know it's not for everybody. But I'm cool with it being rosy. Um, so the next one is Twilight. This one's pretty straightforward as well. So I think it's lavender, jasmine, and honeysuckle, if I remembered that right. Let me smell it really quickly. Wow. So this one's interesting. So in the bottle, it smells just like lavender essential oil. So when I got it in the bottle, I was not disappointed, but I was like, I could just buy lavender essential oil. But no, on the skin, it's like magic. You start to smell the jasmine and honeysuckle, and it just layers and layers. This one really transforms, and it's such a calming scent for me, like at night perhaps to relax. It's a very nice scent. I'm actually gonna put it on. I'm wanting to experience the transformation. See, at first it smells a lot, still like the lavender, but I'm telling you, the notes get brought out with time. BPAL is hard for me from just the 10 that I've tried. It's difficult to judge just by smelling them in the bottle. You have to try them on. It changes. You see, I'm starting to smell more like jasmine and honeysuckle, which I just think honeysuckle is a beautiful scent, so I had to try it out. This one's White Rabbit. Let me smell it again. This one's a very unique scent from what I remember. Yes. So in the bottle, I smell a lot of ginger and honey, I think. Maybe tea. Fresh linen is one of the scent notes as well. I think ginger, honey, fresh linen, maybe some kind of tea. I don't quite remember, but you definitely smell the ginger and linen, like the fresh laundry smell. In fact, that's what this kind of smells like to me. It smells just like fresh laundry. I really like it. It's not my favorite. I don't think it works as well as my chemistry as some of the others, but I still really like it. Um, it does encapsulate the white rabbit very well, I would say. Like, you could definitely imagine that. And I love the ginger note. I love ginger, and just drinking it in food. I don't mind smelling like ginger because I think it's wonderful. So this is the next one. This one's a little bit confusing. This one's called Rakshasa, based on shape-shifting demons from Hindu mythology. And I remember it being kind of the scent notes having rose and maybe some like spicy type scents. I don't remember exactly. But because I loved the description, I had to get it. But unfortunately, when I got it, the tip of the bottle kind of broke, like, and it's summer here, so it kind of just evaporated, which made me so sad. But in the bottle, let me smell it. I kind of wrapped it up, so in hopes of preserving it. Oh, I think I'm gonna put some kind of oil in this to maybe get the scent up. This is the only one that I haven't really tried on, so I can't get a full gauge of what it's like. But in the bottle, I like the smell. You definitely smell the spiciness. I can't quite put my finger on it. And the rose is definitely there. I think it smells like it just mixes well so together. But maybe at some point I'll get another sample of this and try to reanalyze it, or just put something in it to try to bring up the scent and try it on. Okay, so the next I'm gonna give my review on the free samples they gave me, which I love them too. I can tell I'm gonna be obsessed with BPAL. I already am. I'm already wanting more samples and some full bottles of some of the ones I got. So rest in peace, my bank account. Don't worry, I'll save in intervals. But this one is called Evil. So I think it's based on like a Dungeons and Dragons series, which I maybe have played once, but I don't really remember. But I still like the scent. I remember some of the scent notes in it being like tar, maybe some kind of smoke, and to me, like, those would not be the scent notes I'm gravitated towards. So I'm kind of glad they gave me a sample because I really like it. Oh my gosh, it smells like incense and spice. Maybe not incense, but just, I can't describe it. It smells like the Renaissance Festival. It smells just like the Renaissance Festival. It's strong. It's definitely maybe patchouli. I can't quite put my finger on it, and I have to look at the scent notes again. But it just smells like the Ren Fair, to me, and I like it, or like an incense shop or something like that. Next is Cheshire Cat, and this one is like very unique. Well, they all are unique, but this one's like super interesting to me because I got it and I was not a fan of it in the bottle because it smells just like fruitcake. It smells just like fruitcake, and I was like, I don't know if I want to smell like fruitcake. But then I tried it on, and oh my gosh, it kind of transformed into this powdery, fruity type scent, which to me was just incredible because it just encapsulates the Cheshire Cat so well. It's zany, it's unique. Like, I can envision the Cheshire Cat smelling like this. And the way it transforms too, you know how like the Cheshire Cat sometimes like disappears and then reappears, and he's kind of it's this perfume is just like that. It changes and morphs, and more than any other perfume I've ever smelled, like they encapsulated the Cheshire Cat. It's incredible to me. Anyway, I'm gonna re-smell some of the perfumes I put on my wrist. This one is Fleurs Du Mal, and yeah, it smells It smells great. It smells very floral. It's just a straightforward floral scent, and I personally like that. It's just great. The rose is not as strong as it was before, which is fine because like the other flowers have balanced out it. And then Twilight, was that the one I tried on? I'm pretty sure it was Twilight. Wow, the honeysuckle is coming up. Like, it just smells like I smell the jasmine and honeysuckle much more. And the lavender is also there, but it's just not as strong as it was in the bottle. So, if anybody tries BPAL for the first time, definitely do not judge it by just the bottle. And definitely, like, let them, if you don't like one, maybe let it sit with time and come back to it later. Because these scents are, like, ever changing. Like, they're so unique. And I've heard that they preserve really well, so I can't wait to try more BPAL perfumes. And I'm gonna put my perfumes in this little bottle, and if I try more, then I am certainly gonna do a review of them. And thank you for watching.